Why is it when something happens, it is always you three?
Believe me, Professor, I've been asking myself the same question for 6 years.
Are you sure about that?
Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel and thank you for clicking on the video. Today we're going to go over Dagath and her first skill, Weird Scythes. Dagath is obviously a very new frame. There are lots of videos on her currently, and I wanted to talk about her first skill because it's actually her subsume ability, and basically it's Gloom, a primer, and aqua blades all pushed into one skill. It's really cool too because it has basically no downtime at all. You just cast it, it'll seek out, and then you can just keep casting it. You basically have 100% uptime on the viral status effect, which makes it really good for melee frames, as you're going to be constantly getting in close and going in and hitting your enemies, pretty close to them. So even if you're not close though, it will shoot out to them, even from very far away. So why is this good? Well, because viral is probably the best status effect in the entire game, outside of Slash. And we've been in this sort of meta for a very long time. And so basically viral, you're basically going to want it on almost everything. Any video you ever watch is going to have viral in it at some level. Even all my builds pretty much have viral heat or something. But the great thing about viral, as you can see, it increases damage to health up to 325% with multiple stacks. So I believe it's with 10 stacks, you're going to be doing 325% extra damage, capped at that. So you're basically going to want it on everything. However, it's kind of put a chokehold on build crafting for a number of years now. But thanks to Dagath's ability, you can actually just start running whatever status you want. If you want to go pure heat, pure toxin, gas, I wouldn't do blast, but gas, as you can see here, even in the video, you can start running all sorts of things. Now that you could basically just prime everything with your Warframe. Now you're probably typing right now saying, we've been able to prime with our secondaries forever. And that is true. You're absolutely correct. You can go over to the Epitaph and force yourself to use this thing. Stack it full of all sorts of random stuff. Even, hell, put in secondary encumber. Absolutely, sure. But what's really cool about this ability that the other things can't do is that slow effect and the fact that you can just constantly cast it up and up and up and up. And I have to do a huge shout out here to knightmareframe. He recently just put out a video on his Hydroid build, and it was just outstanding to me. I immediately logged into the game and tried it out myself. I'm not going to talk about his build. I highly suggest you go watch his video about it because it was fantastic. Very good. I believe this is the second build. The only difference is that he did not subsume Weird Scythes onto the build. And the reason I did was because Tempest Barrage already has an augment for viral. However, due to this build, there's not really obviously a slot you could put it in. So I thought, well, I'm going to be running around killing stuff more than I'm going to be looking forward to extra loot or CCing enemies with his fourth ability. So I actually subsumed it off for Weird Scythes. And I have to admit, it is really good as you saw in that intro, which also was heavily inspired by knightmareframe. Shout out to you. But just cast it, and the cool thing with Hydroid is you can even have it out while you're in your wave. And then you just go to town. You've got gas procs, viral's already on, you just keep casting it. Keep it up, keep it up. It's really good. Because the problem with primers is you have to swap off of it and shoot them and prime them and then move back to your melee, and depending on your build you may not have enough combo duration to get back to it, right? So not every player is as good as the next, but I just wanted to share this build and kind of show you, like, hey, go watch knightmareframe's video. It's super informative. Go check out Weird Sides. Go get Dagath. Super easy to farm. You can get her in like an hour in the new extermination mode. And get her parts, even get her melee weapon, which is also really good with this build. But I just went with the Prismascana because I like it a whole lot more than some of the other melees we have, and it actually works pretty well on gas. It has very easy to hit red crits with this thing, so, and it's got lots of 4/ procs, which works really, really well with viral, even though it's not on the melee. But we've got corrosive, viral, and gas on the melee, and it doesn't just stop there at melee. If we go ahead and do this, let's activate Incarnin, group everybody up. Oh, I accidentally deactivated it. Hold on. One's good enough. Activate that, activate this, activate that, and boom. They're all dead. Now, if you saw my Hydroid top 5 weapons video, you will have known that the Strun is actually #1 on that list. I recommend you watch that video too. But again, huge shout out to knightmareframe. That video was super cool. I had to try it out myself, and I'm loving it. But I also suggest that you check out Weird Sides on Hydroid, even Loki. Loki was really, really fun to use too. We had his augment, Safeguard Teleport, and it was really goofy. I just did a quick mission, and that's what you kind of saw in the intro there. But I put it over his 1, and you've got Safeguard Switch that just makes you invulnerable. That's it. And it's got 100% uptime, basically. It lasts for 16 seconds. You just take no damage. I'll unpause him, teleport, and I'm invulnerable. They can't do nothing. And I just start going in. And keep going. Oh, let me get my invulnerable back up. It's pretty fun. Now, there's no armor strip here, so it's a little rough, but you get the point. You'll get it eventually. And you need to really keep up the viral, but you got those red crits, and you're immune. And you take their weapons away, and you're invisible. So, not a whole lot they can do. You can take your time with these idiots. And that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Once again, huge shout out to knightmareframe. That video, that build, outstanding. If you haven't seen it, or if you're not subbed to him, go check it out. Go sub to him. He's awesome. He's a great community member for Warframe. I've been subbed to him for years, so once again, thanks. But yeah, that brings it to the end of my video. If you're not subbed to me, maybe consider doing so. I make Warframe content as well. In fact, I've uploaded probably 5 or 6 videos in the past 3 days. So go check them out if you're new here. Yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.